Ora Samuel say Bekoe or Executive Director, Center for Extractives and Development Africa. Meneno ending komo emfa the interview that we had with Dr. Hanna Bisiw, Louisa Kote, concerning the issue of illegal mining and what is really affecting communities, Yendi Hong Komona fi yenhwe the Ora Samuel marching bibia boko there.
Ma meso mejo bibia boko metia ahefo nyina ane atiefo.
Obiaso eje so. Ora Samuel me chase ni nkomo. First of mami assessment so far 6 months in here. Ministry of Lands, Natural Resource, AAB. There's a task force here, task force there. Today, Dr. Hanna Louisa Bisiw of MDF administrator is also telling us that Nemrano also Eshano so no so communities we've seen the visibility of what she's doing out there and all that. In your own any more assessment so far no anything?
That's it. Yo, I say galamsey die adie bia aba na mame fayen ko history mu kakra. I say galamsey na de bia ka ho asem no enka ne titimina na galamsey wo ho me tie me free kuchi o free santase de ko petia e krokuchi ho no me kai say isa na e ko afu mu a ye ba na bi pobi o e frena senchem before ensure top with my picky good. And the certain Christian na amanfo ti bi kututu da normal wo oboase ne ne mpatam ho and the galamsey de na wo ho na mmomade na menim ne se emre bi na mekodu nka no ne wo machine a isinfie so yi aduma but ensuo no anye fi da enti da wo ho na amanfo de ye kakran kakra de hwe wo ho na mmomaye afibe 2004 mu ho na aban ye se yenko na galamsey fo adwuma boa communities ene wo mu a nipa baako ne communities fo ya omo de hwe omo ho kakra enti yenko pe technology mra na emeboa omo no omo ntre omo adwuma na omo call China kufezo omo pe technology free China ba na technology na e de ba na China fo ne ba ye na e be kire technology no ene na omo introduce shampan ene omo be nso be hu se dabre heavy na nya meka se be na anti-gold so no emze no ane Ghana. It is my body. I think the company no investors. Actually, no say bio na Ghana for be a buo mu investors bi and the jomo machine ti be go and adane yeso asem esan say and hweso na fresh esen minerals commission ne other regulatory bodies hweso say enipa say nsuo no nkoye forest mu no age yensem is enipa o galamsey mu adoso and after so machine ti use no aya akese ti say the enkan bro be for medium scale to up to large. Na mana di ensema enfie be enso ana nwotwi ni no na nka wo galamsey na nka wo be 6 regions mu say me no ka say galamsey wo about 11 regions mu and the fight no has not been easy na mamen ka say aban ba yi obeba no ana aban je ka so fight galamsey da na ye di atro before 2016 na aban enso te task force wa omo yes omo dey fight galamsey na me ni say aban we ni aban a emo opposition to see every time I be fight galamsey no ye na national led ade abro dey be ka central na wan kran ni asuma ni pase monko enkurase no nko fight galamsey ni nyina enya ade abro ni be ka se aye sustainable enya nya adwuma yie okay edin kan na nkasa bo se amanfo be ko no maba no makọ no maba because it is very expensive. You Dr. Bisiw Kaye. So excavators 40. When you low bed, for you to get low bed to carry excavators 40, then you have the kitwa. When you buy an excavators in the Biayira Ama, be a free one mama, a couple 7 pence. And it's very expensive. And to me, yes, and come be a mechanic say. A woman a buying at the amount for Gungra Mutu fight galamsey, but it's say. I have very, very extensive, galamsey na jumana ko and ako a trebe brain, The betmatane said they should use the local district assemblies. Me my juma MDF and Dr. Bisiw Makom office da. My juma wa MDF, my juma ma ministry, my juma ma civil society, my money na nim pa district na. ye nim se police commander or onim be bia galamsey wo they are minerals commission officer na mo be hu galamsey be report to them. Dissect, they know the galamsey. Ye was district mining committee embrane shesha committee ni se omo na nkan emwa minerals commission no muntimi for omo mra no enye adwuma. Sa committees ni now they know where the galamsey people are. They are the ones, if supported by the national and coordinated, or any bit me abua yen try no so means me because make my yen try local solution so whereby the best a district chief executive ne KP as me say wo galamsey did say ni identify na ha the person to us you want to be pay you every because on the what dissect to mission in some police commanders they know where the people are and pempi near the nipa free in crime kwa ya na emwa. And to make us abide by, he's still doing the national level approach. But what can say, or your consultations, they are changing Mrano. Send your bear or the license, meaning I started from local level. But while they have cleared some of the forest, you know, or maybe the free mono, the Pachebio in Nina, Hibia, na Nipana Sanya, they Akugu forest. And the idea is what that I said, it may not be the sustainable solution. And American now, please remember MDF also.
Okay.
Yeah, who said Dr. Bisiw and so board Juma a year communities in me are done me when I'm saying, hey, radio about soldier and yard the kitwa and Yajuma kitwa and on one can say a very expensive. Now, and say Dr. Bisiw, administrator of a year minerals development fund. Now, minerals development fund, you know. The Amma Galamsey M1 Minerals Development Fund, and it's a Minerals Development Fund, any seeker free. A large scale concession for a royalties or mutia, any ground rent or mutia, and on the Minerals Development Fund, any beast nor they are come back to community. Now, so we are community, let's a Galamsey, two swat, Tian. Almost to Galamsey, and Yado mutia royalties, maybe. And Tianubi Nama, Dr. Bisiw, Edina Sosania. On also boa communities are galamsey say o munoma ebema MDF this MDF yes say ensure MDF be a e so okoye say school no be say o so put ni nyina so galamsey say no na ne mentena ho ma galamsey say no mi ho mu so ntua tax ni bi ebema ye nya sika no e no no so gina so ba say ne ya ka no de wa ye ne de to some extent because we share the way we see na mu hwehwe sa no ma ya na emu was a ministry send your macano coordinating all programs cost a anti-galamsey, so that they can coordinate from the different departments and the different units, so that we can have one center coordinating all of it. And the MDF on Subaqua, I was almost a ministry coordinating center Nakasa, no Mako Edumano. Now I am at the set Dr. Bisiw Diana Wakana, a treasure fight, no, Minia, any easy. So to make what you be bedru if you be na police commander say I will boni bi awa ye ntie bi ya jano and say some people are ten radio so ye who videos ni bi and to one one kasa you are face the way the fight is any easy ma ban kra and that is why we need to be serious as a country if we want to fight this galamsey.
Okay.
Galamsey now aban defining no but defining one scope and it's aban say CID the anti-galamsey near forest reserves and water bodies. And into the almost blue gas.
Yeah.
Our munam because we can part the champagne in or 2 and the amount of safe water I also couldn't how many pasta and monominia or enzymaco had here. A year at check ye the sense beer near the alloy at 2. Alloy can only separate a year dirty, no manner. Apologise really in an alloy bit may ye free. Nay, the aya check, you would do one so at a condo bidi. And the idea hard in the pa away in Krum. And now I must send another report at say, it's still reading baby, a year board dear, and toast near the Modianina, there is a high content of lead in there. And the idea hard in it. And so I would say that so far, for the first 6 months, government is still pursuing the national level fight. That may not be sustainable because history has told us that has not been sustainable.
Okay, maybe local issue now with the home command because very critical. But maybe some question we answer about local level there and so on. Now, Dr. Hanna Bisiw, any MDF, a agency under the ministry, which is also equally working for the communities. Now, we're stating it clear, say. Emrano act na ebo MDF ho ban no. They don't necessarily need to wait for any national thing, anything coming from the ministry, which of course is a policy making ministry, to do and answer to perform almost duties within the act. Meno can say national air court, na say Hanna Bisiw so air court, to be specific with the communities. Do you think there will be a clash? Because then they are looking at what is happening within the communities. For instance, wako baby na a school dying esi honum na ye tu galamsey fa ho. Wako your friend is saying ahim for fie among for farms efu na omusim na omututu. Is it different from the one that is happening with the forest? I mean the large forest and all that the national can take in charge. And so is Hanna Bisiw right in saying I will continue to perform my duty per what the act is saying, and then let national do what they want to do?
MDF is for the communities. Mineral Development Fund is for the communities, for sure. MDF have built, around as a MDF project, my impact assessment. MDF has built schools. MDF have built some cheap compounds. They have built even some of the chief palace near there. MDF here project. And it is a connect a galamsey ni bia ben school na and not there, to be frank with you, it is not right. And therefore, for the protection of those galamsey, particularly those very close to the communities there, and they make me say if MDF goes around and try to stop it, they have not done anything wrong. Okay. However, they are in practice, practically no. I think that the Dr. Hanna Bisiw Bekoe now can net pass mu paye. O si ya nkopani galamsey enya sutre. I think the local to say national no Muslim mo ko mu kasi e ba. E ti ba the time abeduru ho no mu nyina eden egane. Na ono de onya sutre te me ba. Onya ne ko pe na obekọ ho no ma enu anso atu atene. Boko no de eden akochi omo. So the omo ye no. And then I have seen her hand over most of what he has done to the relevant government agencies or law enforcement agencies, either the police or taking them straight to the court so that they can be processed, which is the right way of doing things.
Okay.
The communities, especially galamsey especially closer to communities. Mesheba kubia, me ankasa masako krumo na areho. Kojo areho. Obi fie ni a onu making for ye ho adwuma o. Kojo na the next no one na chi ye tu galamsey wo ho. Ye tu amna no. Ba bi su kro no mi modi wo manso. Eno nso ma kojo obi bia ba say na chi pe ni ye tu galamsey wo ho. Those are the community ones so no na MDF define say they are actually trying to prevent their and the America said they are doing the right thing because MDF no we say Mineral Development Fund. The aim of the Mineral Development Fund is it is supposed to assuage, reduce the potential impact of mining activities on communities. And it's a royalties na yajino, and a grand rent na yajino. Yajite monsa asusun yedi se ejumawi. Na uke krobia munse se mining bahwa. Mining na banu, and no can say. So they are mining free of Obuasi for 3 years. So Obuasi almost became like the old Obuasi ghost town. Mining neba at the Nipaba, at the Abusiaba, whilst at the Jumebano, at the same time it brings cost. Now no me free lembel and a buyer, a brand here back sorry or catch them say. A mining new gas near Jumabai. First man no sorry when you 50 Ghana or the piano dine cabosome. And single room 3 million and 300 Ghana cedis and you was a dear Jumeba for a few rough one and not the cost to back. So I went to MDF yet say MDF Moko communities necessary to cool down essence of mine in Nabahun to the Pergus to cool down Manama Moon Sibi Mawon and reduce the impact. It's our social and economic impact and then MDF for Juma. And the MDF are courses to cool. That's also but to Galamsey was here they have the right to stop you.
Okay.
Now, and going forward, NDF should adopt a community-led approach, whereby not only are the community reporting, but the community leading to stopping some of these things within their own community with the support from MDF.
Okay.
And look at a more strategic and more, mainstreamed approach to fight the community impact galamsey edema those mining communities.
Okay.
Sabi galamsey into a untia royalties libi na nkampetis kare dia ba MDF for mo dia project. And only problem cost ya. Na mum dia ba kwa wo sa busaka ho no say MDF is under the national level scope in the minister naka were defining say a forest reserves and water bodies.
Okay.
And it's a MDF also statistics or forest reserves and water bodies there. Nene makase or bird that the minister naka no. So they have to work together.
Okay.
But so no defining the scope there. Any their communities no focus on. And yes, he is right to do that. However, national level approaches have not been sustainable, and they are very expensive.
Bekoe, I said I'm more con with the Bekoe. Ubo also say we should now see it from the local level approach. That is where you're also looking at it from. I mean, you're trying, you're bad, but my fear, and it's one of the biggest challenge when it comes to this illegal mining, that is the influence of money. Now, Ubabe Yusu district and MMDC is way to even approach and get the local communities doing it. Have we considered the approach of money, the influence? Because even the second exclusive bubble from Dr. Hanna Bisiw no where bags of money, one of the excavators, bags of money. They buy so with the excavator and this is coming from a politician. Ain't he so on no crown of national no kono. Look at the bags of money they mano and no crown when I mean that is the influence there. Not a baye local person who is down there with them. How are we going to fight that?
Yo, me that's because you na me ankasa. I was part of the National Committee to advise the Minister of Lands on small-scale mining as a civil society rep.
Okay.
I question that approach. I have come to accept the proposal for the local level from two angles. The first one here, over the years, history actually use national level and to see other optional. We shouldn't do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results in the entire local level. And they are number one. Number two, the local level, and you foolproof, say the best option. Mean Casada. The ama local level, a bit me have one, one. National level, answer na impo obidi license be small scale no. Empempi no, no. They have only right of knowing. They don't have right of decision. A woman minerals commission Bekoe will say they have right of decision because minerals commission may not go ahead and issue the license.
Okay.
And said that the minerals commission still has the right if they want to issue. They can still issue even if the chief objects to it. Because it's from National Commission issue with the minister signing.
Okay.
But they say at the district level, the chief representative will be part of the district mining committee plus the dissect.
Okay.
Yeah. Or a representative for and to know or no galamsey, it should be demarcated already and licensed. Once it is licensed, then we will have the minerals commission person go there to be able to regulate the activities of the licensed mine.
Okay.
But your galamsey, and not your Kessben sim was as well better graded no dear. The make us a local level fight, and I'm not doubting the influence. Maybe many will be the influence, and yes, will be the bravo. They who at the 1070 Sebi. Oma even operating one for Bekoe, they were trying to bribe them.
Yeah.
What I say, and you know the second woman because I do not be anywhere obey Ghana ha. Sebi, so your excavator driver pa. Oka everyone 500 Ghana for custodian.
Okay.
And Tanya Sam Marco 500 Ghana a day. In 1 day, you ever mark 1,000.
Okay.
We excavator driver. Ya market sounds everyone 500 Ghana for custodian.
All right.
So many amount 50 million.
Okay.
And yet Sika Kito, no excavator driver. Then Campus or once I send them their wood to boot.
All right.
Name of the American say, once the
yeah.
people have political ambition as a DC, you know, who they send the KPIs, and then you build a lot of monitoring, and not just national security better. You build a lot of monitoring and different stakeholders who can report the behaviors of these districts.
Okay.
And so first, let's try the other option because we've been trying national and it has not worked. And now let's put it in their KPIs at the local level and try to have a multi-stakeholder monitoring approach.
Okay.
Yes, monitor or more.
Okay. All right. All right, Queen. May I say, I'm sure that this approach, you know, if it's taken, how it also goes. I mean, with the thing. You better about Friday. Now you're doing come because interview near moon year into the now you know we're doing come Friday. All right. All right. Samuel Osei Bekoe, Executive Director, Center for Extractive and Development Africa.